Stephen King's The Mist gets a 4K announcement with an exclusive Lionsgate Best Buy 4K Steelbook. Two movies that couldn't be any more different than Naked Gun and There Will Be Blood has been rumored for 4K to come out from Paramount. The Universal Monsters are once again being released on 4K with an 8-film 4K box set. Pumpkinhead's getting a 4K Steelbook from Best Buy and Scream Factory. And I hope you didn't buy the Blu-rays because Universal has announced The Black Phone and Cocaine Bear to come to 4K this fall. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 173. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And man, do we got a lot of really exciting stuff to talk about here today. We are heading into that fall season. Things are heating up, and I couldn't be any more excited. So look, before we get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media around here in case you haven't figured it out. Yeah, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day here on this channel. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, be sure to comment down below, guys, of everything that we talk about in today's video. What are you most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and then turn on bell notifications for all future videos. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We got two rumors to talk about here today. So these were both posted by Dawn of the Disc. They are also on the Blu-ray.com forum. So keep in mind that these are rumors. They are not officially announced yet, but a very heavy indication coming out of France that we could be getting these two movies before the end of the year. And the first one is The Naked Gun, coming to 4K from Paramount. And like I said, this is up in France, currently available to pre-order, and it's supposed to be coming out on November the 22nd. And apparently France usually has the same release dates that we over here do. So a lot of people were speculating that we should be getting this movie on 4K on the exact same day that France does. We just haven't got that official announcement as of yet. So yeah, it's available to pre-order in France, not yet announced yet in the US, but The Naked Gun should be coming to 4K before the end of the year, November the 22nd. From Paramount. So I'm super excited, guys. I love The Naked Gun. Hopefully we get the second one. Hopefully we get the third one as well. And yeah, I'm down for all the classic comedies they want to give me on 4K. I know some people say I don't need comedies on 4K. I got the Blu-ray, I'm fine. But I'm not. I want it on 4K. I want The Naked Gun on 4K. I want Airplane on 4K. All the classic spoof comedies you want to give me. Give me Top Secret while you're at it, Paramount. You just did the Blu-ray last year, but I'll take the 4K at this point. But yeah, The Naked Gun, guys, if you haven't seen The Naked Gun, it's one of the most hilarious spoof comedies of all time, directed by the Zucker brothers, and I love it. That was back when spoof comedies were actually good back in the day. They don't know how to do them anymore, not since the whole Scary Movie craze happened. But The Naked Gun, guys, I'm super excited for it. I think this movie will look great in 4K. I just cannot wait to watch the beginning of the movie in 4K. It's going to be spectacular. The Naked Gun on 4K. Let me know if you're excited as I am in that comment section below. And let's talk about this one, guys. Two movies, like I said in the opening, that couldn't be any more different from Paramount coming out this November. There Will Be Blood. Paul Thomas Anderson's There Will Be Blood is supposed to be coming to 4K from Paramount. And like I said with The Naked Gun, this is up for pre-order in France, set to come out on November the 15th. So we should be getting that US release date and announcement anytime now. Again, these are both rumors as of right now, but There Will Be Blood, guys. This is one of the greatest movies of the 21st century. I absolutely adore this film. I didn't love it the first time I watched it, but every single time I watch it after, I just find something new to love about this movie. So I just think it's a masterpiece of a film. This is one that it's kind of like a Western in a sense. It's not a Western, but it kind of has that Western setting. I think this movie's going to look spectacular in 4K. My only thing with this one is I feel like this would have been a good like Kino Lorber 4K release. It would have fit right into the Criterion Collection. I wanted this one to get like the premier like boutique treatment with tons of new special features, and my fear is coming out from Paramount, it's not going to get that. They're just going to port over the same special features that they had on the Blu-ray, and they're not going to give us anything new. So hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully Paramount, because they have shown in the past they will do some new stuff for their releases. They have shown that in the past. So hopefully we get some new special features, maybe a new commentary on this release. But yeah, we haven't gotten a lot of Paul Thomas Anderson in 4K. We pretty much just got that movie he did about the dressmaker. I'm blanking on the title. The Phantom Thread. There you go. I got it. The Phantom Thread has a 4K, and I believe that is the only Paul Thomas Anderson movie that we have on 4K. I would love Boogie Nights to come out on 4K. That would be incredible. But There Will Be Blood 4K coming out from Paramount. That's exciting stuff, guys. I cannot wait to watch this movie in 4K. You drank my milkshake in 4K, guys. I can't wait for it. There Will Be Blood. Let me know if you're excited for that in that comment section below, or if you would be more excited if it was Criterion or Kino Lorber. Now, possibly this could be a Paramount Presents title, and they put it in their kind of boutique line. That could be interesting as well. As for Naked Gun, I would be down for that being a Paramount Presents also. But let's go ahead and get into the news and announcements, guys. We have got some exciting official announcements, stuff that has officially been announced that is coming out on these release dates. The Mist is set to come to 4K, guys, from Lionsgate on October the 3rd. And this is also not only getting a nice slipcover, this is a 4-disc edition as well. And we'll get into the content of the packaging here in a second. They're also doing a Lionsgate Best Buy exclusive steelbook as well, which I've seen a lot of people kind of complaining about this artwork. I kind of dig it. I like the bluish vibes to it. I think it kind of fits in with the Mist aesthetic and atmosphere of the actual film. So I think that the steelbook kind of works, and I like it. I'm down for and I'm pretty easy when it comes to Lionsgate stuff. Put a slipcover on a steelbook, some cool flashy artwork, and I'm usually generally into it. So I actually do dig this Mist artwork, even though I think that there were a lot of people that were a little bit underwhelmed by the artwork when it was announced. But yeah, Best Buy exclusive steelbook. This is up for pre-order on the Best Buy website. You can get the Mist 4K pre-orders up currently on Amazon. I'll have all those links down below in the description, guys, if you want to go ahead and pre-order this stuff, as I will everything else that we discussed here today. All the pre-orders, all the deals, all that stuff will be down below in the description. But this is going to be a 4-disc set on both of these releases, slipcover and steelbook version. And you're going to be getting both the black and white edition and the regular editions on Blu-ray and 4K. So you're going to be getting the Blu-ray of the black and white and the regular version, and the 4K of the black and white and the regular version. And for what I was looking at, this thing was only I think $31.99. And knowing Lionsgate, by the time this thing is set to release, I'm sure they're going to bring that price point down to I don't know, I'm thinking $23.99. I'm thinking when this actually does come out. The steelbook's only $26.99. So I have to imagine the actual 4K will go down in price. So yeah, this is going to have Dolby Atmos. You're going to have the past commentaries and special features. You're going to have Dolby Vision, HDR10. Now, I will say that I was looking at it, this is an upscaled 4K. I don't feel like the Mist at the end of the day, and I just bought it on Blu-ray. I bought it on Blu-ray for $11.99, black and white and regular version. I don't think the Mist is going to look the most amazing on 4K. It could surprise me for sure. I feel like the black and white version though on 4K, that's probably the big selling point, because black and white looks incredible in 4K, but I'm excited to get it nonetheless, guys. I'm a shill for this kind of stuff. The steelbooks, the slipcovers, I want it all. I love Lionsgate. I think they do a great job. So let me know if you're interested in the Mist on 4K in that comment section below. We also got a Universal Monsters 8-film 4K set coming out from Universal on October the 3rd. You're going to have all the movies from the previous 2 sets. You're going to have Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, the Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein, Phantom of the Opera, Creature from the Black Lagoon. All 8 of those movies are going to be in this big, almost Criterion Godzilla type set is what it looks like from the picture. Maybe it's a little bit smaller than that, but it kind of reminded me of that in the picture. Just this big booklet thing that kind of opens up and all the discs are on the inside. So I don't know, this is an interesting looking set. I don't know if I'm completely sold on the artwork on the cover. It kind of doesn't feel like it fits in with the Universal Monsters. First off, it's in color, which automatically doesn't fit in with the Universal Monsters because these movies are in black and white. It's an interesting design, but I can't say that I love it. And I have all these movies on 4K already in those 2 box sets, so I'm probably not going to upgrade this one. But if you haven't bought any of these on 4K yet, and you're looking to finally upgrade with a cool box set, I mean, this is a nice looking set. And I mean, that's it may be something you want to add to your collection. So it's definitely an option. And it's cool that Universal's doing it. I wish they were doing volume 3 of the Universal Monsters, giving us some of the new movies on 4K, but they're doing this, I guess, as a stopgap in between maybe working on the next batch of restorations from their classic monster line. Who knows what Universal's doing these days. But if you want this set, you can get it. It's available for pre-order right now. Again, I will link it down below. We also got the Sting getting a Universal Essentials Collection 4K set coming out from Universal on October the 3rd, and that is available for pre-order right now for $34.99. So Universal's doing something interesting right there. They're releasing all these like special like pack, like box set kind of things, kind of like the same lines that Warner Brothers is doing with some of their movies, but these are not UK exclusives. Like Universal is making these available to everybody, which I kind of find interesting because, you know, Warner Brothers celebrating their 100th anniversary. It feels like they're doing all their best stuff in the UK, and they're kind of shorting the US customers, whereas Universal is bringing these box sets to the US. So I wish Warner Brothers was doing that with some of their box sets that they're releasing, their Steelbook box sets that they're releasing overseas. But because these things look pretty cool, Jurassic Park, Big Lebowski, like they're doing some cool stuff with these sets. The Sting Universal Essentials 4K Collection, that comes out on October the 3rd. Like I said, available for pre-order right now for $34.99. So if you didn't buy that regular 4K that came out a couple of years ago, this may be a good option for you. And we got another one, first time on 4K. It Came from Outer Space, 70th Anniversary Edition coming out on 4K from Universal. You're going to be getting a regular 4K of this movie and a Universal Essentials 4K set. And both of these are coming out on October the 3rd. These look like great box sets, nice little, you know, box sets with booklets, and you put the, you know, the case in there. It looks like a nice deal they got. Universal looks like they're doing some good work on these. I don't know if I'm going to get any of them because I have a lot of these movies on 4K already. But possibly It Came from Outer Space because I don't have that one in the collection at all. Again, the 70th anniversary of that film coming out on October the 3rd. We also got, guys, get ready for this. Buckle up for this. I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. Not on 4K. We got the second one coming out on 4K and the first one already on 4K from last year. But we got the Blu-ray of I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer coming out from Sony on September the 26th. So who's excited for this one? I made a post about this yesterday on my Instagram, and nobody seemed excited at all to pick this movie up in Blu-ray. What's wrong with you all? You don't like the third installment of the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise? I've honestly never seen this movie. It came out in 2006. I might get this Blu-ray at some point, maybe if it drops a little bit in price, because it being Sony, I'm sure it's going to come out at $22.99, and I'm not going to pay $22.99 for a not so great horror film. But I will say that it'll probably look great on Blu-ray for sure. Now, I don't know why they didn't just go ahead and do this one in 4K. You know, completionists would have probably bought this one anyway if it was in 4K just to go with the other two 4Ks. And the fact that it's Blu-ray may turn some people off, and it looks like it doesn't have a slipcover. So again, I don't see that people that got the first two on 4K are going to buy this one. But if it would have been 4K, I think they would have sold more copies, if that makes any sense. Let me know if I'm wrong about that in the comment section below. Possession. We've already got an announcement for Possession coming out on 4K from Umbrella. They are also set to get a second site release at some point in the future. I don't know if it's going to be end of the year or early next year. But Possession with Sam Neill, which I need to watch this movie. So many people are talking about this movie, saying it's one of the greatest horror movies of the 80s, and I need to check it out. But yeah, Possession getting two 4K releases, one from Umbrella and one from Second Sight. That's a toss-up right there. Again, if you live in Australia, probably go with the Umbrella one, but like Second Sight, Umbrella, they're both doing some great work with box sets right now. And I'm sure I would always lean towards Second Sight because I just love the style of their packaging. But very interesting, we're getting two different releases of Possession on 4K, one in the UK, one in Australia. Are we going to get one in the US? Who knows? But yeah, very interesting for sure. Pumpkinhead is also getting a 4K Steelbook, guys. So we already got that announcement from Screen Factory. Pumpkinhead coming out on 4K on October the 10th. We're getting a 4K Best Buy exclusive Steelbook from Best Buy and Screen Factory on October the 10th. And this thing looks awesome. I love the design on this. I don't know exactly what's going on with Screen Factory. I guess they're doing, you know, exclusives for both Best Buy and Walmart. I don't know why, but they just wouldn't make this available to everybody like they did Army of Darkness and The Fog, and also They Live that came out earlier this year. I don't know exactly what the motivation is behind the Best Buy exclusive Screen Factories. It seems like they only do them on select titles. I think Hackers has the 4K Steelbook coming out this month. So it's kind of strange, but this looks like a super nice Steelbook. I don't think I'm going to get it, but you know, maybe if it's sitting in stores for a while, I don't think it will be. I'm sure it'll sell out quickly, but maybe if it's sitting in stores for a while, goes down in price a little bit, I might grab this one because I like it. But as it stands right now, I'm probably just going to get the slipcover because I've collected a lot of the Screen Factory slipcovers so far, and I want it to be in line with all my other ones. But if you like steelbooks, this is a great looking steelbook, and you know, this is the second Pumpkinhead Steelbook, because we got the one from a couple of years ago that came out as a Best Buy exclusive, the 4K scan on Pumpkinhead. So yeah, that's coming out on October the 10th. We also got inside artwork of Scream 3, the 4K Steelbook, has been revealed, coming out from Paramount on October the 3rd. So we shown off the regular, you know, red cover Steelbook that nobody liked because it didn't match the first two. We have the interior artwork of this Steelbook now, and it looks pretty cool. I like the interior artwork. I'm going to get this Steelbook because I had the other two Steelbooks, the first two Screams, so I'm going to buy this one for sure. So yeah, cool artwork on the inside of Scream 3. And next up, we're running into a little bit of controversy here because we have the Black Phone and Cocaine Bear coming out on 4K from Universal on September the 19th. Both of these are going to be 2-disc sets, so I imagine you're going to get the Blu-ray and the 4K. And I don't know, guys. I don't know what to think about this. Now, when these came out on Blu-ray, because Black Phone came out last August, Cocaine Bear came out, I believe, in April, I didn't think they were going to do 4Ks for these this soon. So I was like, okay, they'll put these out, and then maybe a couple years later, like Scream Factory will step in and do 4Ks, because they've been doing that for some of the Blumhouse stuff. But this, to me, is very dirty. This is a very dirty move by Universal. This, to me, is worse than anything that Paramount has ever done, because sometimes people complain about Paramount putting out Blu-ray releases, and then a couple of years later they'll do a 4K, or Paramount Presents, and then a year and a half later they'll do a 4K. This, to me, is just straight up taking advantage of your audience, of your physical media fans that buy this stuff. I don't know why they just wouldn't put these movies out on 4K to begin with. They're shot in 4K, and I know it costs a little bit extra to do a 4K disc, but they're already shot in 4K. The work's done. Why wouldn't you just put these out on 4K? And I believe Megan also got an announcement for 4K as well a couple of weeks ago. So this, to me, is just a ridiculous, shady move by Universal. I understand that people are definitely going to be upset about this. The Black Phone did come out a year ago. It did come out a year ago. Cocaine Bear, though, just came out a few months ago. It came out in April. So and the UK got a 4K of that one. That's why we got to be, as consumers, just a little bit more savvy. If these companies like Universal, they're showing a pattern of this, and they put out a Blu-ray only of their release, like Renfield just got a Blu-ray only. Will that get a 4K soon? Violent Night, when they going to announce the 4K for that? Probably coming out in December. Like these movies that just came out on Blu-ray and you want to get because they're newer movies and you want to check them out, or maybe you want to rewatch them, you saw them in theaters and really enjoyed them. I understand you don't want to wait to get them, but you might have to start holding up, because if Universal is going to start showing a pattern of doing this, we got to be a little bit more savvy to their methods and understand their patterns and not fall and play into their games. Now, maybe if we don't buy the Blu-ray when it comes out, maybe it won't get a 4K at all. So there's always that argument that can be made. Will they do a 4K if they don't see the Blu-ray selling well? But I don't understand it. Like Lionsgate, when they put out a new movie, it comes out on 4K and Blu-ray. Warner Brothers, Disney even, like their new movies come out on Blu-ray and 4K. I don't get why Universal is like, it feels like the one studio that's just withholding these movies. These bigger movies that should, I understand if like a smaller movie, like an indie movie, doesn't get a 4K, but like these are big movies that had a lot of advertisement behind them that came out that did pretty well in the theaters, and they're not getting 4K releases. I just don't understand it. It seems very strange and very manipulative of your audience, Universal. So I don't approve. Do you all approve? Let me know about it in the comment section below. We also got 2 Mules for Sister Sarah that was announced on 4K to come out from Kino Lorber at some point this year. No official release date as of right now. And we have some delays to talk about as well, guys. Some unfortunate delays. The Last House on the Left, which I just heard about this one, on 4K has been delayed until September the 13th. So I think that this one was supposed to come out on August the 30th or August the 29th, I believe. But it is not coming out on that date. It's been pushed. It was definitely disappointing. I was really looking forward to watching this movie really soon, but I got to wait a couple more weeks. But it's okay. It got delayed. I'm not exactly sure why it got delayed. I didn't really see a statement from Arrow. I just kind of saw it move on the calendar, the release calendar, so not really sure why it moved. And I'm not sure why Duel on 4K has moved all the way until November the 14th. I looked on the Groove website last night, my live stream, somebody pointed this out to me there, and Duel is now coming out. I think it was supposed to come out early September, is now coming out November the 14th. So that's been pushed like 2 months. So you have to wonder, like, what's the issue? Was there some kind of like disc issue? Did somebody notice something in the QC check? Which is nice. Like if they're noticing issues, it's nice that they're delaying it and trying to fix these problems instead of just releasing it out to the world. And then we got disc replacement programs or having to wait 2 years to get a disc replaced. So look, delays are definitely suck, but you have to, at the end of the day, look at it as a positive because these companies are trying to get these releases right, and I'm sure the wait will be worth it. So yeah, Duel's coming out on November the 14th. And lastly, the Hitcher 4K from Second Sight. I'm not really calling this a delay because we never really got an announcement for this. But the Hitcher 4K from Second Sight, a lot of people were speculating we would get this by the end of 2023. This is now coming out at the earliest February of 2024. And that's not even the official release date. This thing could come out in April, May, June, July, could come out all the way into October of next year for all we know. But as of right now, at the earliest, we're going to get the Hitcher on 4K from Second Sight on February of 2024. And a lot of this has to do with the licensing agreement that Second Sight made to get this movie. So the restoration is done. They are in the process of doing the QC. So hopefully we will get this, fingers crossed, in February of 2024. We also got the Night of the Demons, the upcoming Night of the Demons 4K and the 2 Blu-ray releases. The special features have been revealed. They have been spoiled by Amazon because when you look over on Amazon, you can see the back of these releases. They put them up on their website. So we see on here, guys, I'm going to put these up there. I don't know all the special features off the top of my head, but Night of the Demons 1 on 4K, which has been released before by Screen Factory, is actually getting new special features. They're getting like new interviews and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the Child's Play 4K because that got new features and that had already had a Screen Factory release before. So you're going to be getting the old features and brand new features, which I like that. I wish Screen Factory would do more of that with their 4K releases. Give us some new special features. And then 2 and 3 are both getting new features as well, or brand new features on those releases. So I'll be showing all the features and images up here. I don't know everything off the top of my head, but there's some good stuff there. I'm glad that I pre-ordered that set with the slip covers and everything because I'm excited for those releases now. New special features, Screen Factory turning over a new leaf. I'm excited for that. But let's go ahead and jump into the deals, guys. We got a lot of really cool deals going on right now. The Shout Select sale is currently going on until August the 15th. So this Tuesday, that ends. I did a whole video about it. Go check it out. I'll try to link it up there. The Barnes & Noble 50% off Arrow video sale goes on until the end of the month, till August 31st. So definitely take advantage of that if you haven't already. Then we got some cool deals on Amazon right now. Again, I will link all these down below in the description. We got Martin Scorsese's Cape Fear on Blu-ray for $9.29. Now, definitely be, a little leery of this. Usually when they bring a Blu-ray down in price, maybe the 4K is coming just around the corner, which I would love it if Cape Fear got a 4K announcement, like if Criterion did that or something. That was part of their November announcements, which hopefully we get this week. That would be freaking awesome if that were the case. So yeah, maybe hold off on Cape Fear, but if you're good with the Blu-ray, $9.29 is definitely a good price for that movie. Mad Max Fury Road on 4K right now currently is $9.99. The Woman King on Blu-ray is $7.99. The Woman King on 4K is $15.99. So some good prices for both of those. The French Dispatch, guys, which I took advantage of last week, is $3.99 right now. $3.99 for this Wes Anderson movie on Blu-ray. So I would definitely jump on that. I did. And I'm not even a huge, massive Wes Anderson fan, but you can't pass up a new movie on Blu-ray for $3.99. Lyle Lyle Crocodile is currently on 4K for $16.99. The Super Mario Brothers movie is on 4K for $21.99. The Mad Max 4K Anthology is on sale right now for $46.99. 4 Mad Max movies for $46.99. Great deal for that. Spider-Man No Way Home is on 4K for $17.49. And Jupiter Ascending is on 4K for $9.99. So like I said, guys, some really good deals going on. I will link them down below in the description. Check them out. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming out this week. A lot of boutique stuff coming out this week. Not a lot of huge notable titles, but a lot of obscure, under the radar picks coming out this week. So you can really kind of dive head first into some of these obscure picks because there's just not a lot of mainstream stuff coming out this week. The most mainstream thing we got coming out is Roman Holiday coming out on 4K from Paramount for $19.99, which I have received in on 4K from Paramount. I do, plan to watch this on 4K and get a review out for you guys this week. We also got the other Wes Anderson movie, Asteroid City, on Blu-ray coming out from Universal for $22.96. We got the Shaw Brothers Classics Volume 2 12-movie box set coming out from Shout Factory for $134.99. So 12 movies for $134.99. That's definitely not a bad deal and a really cool looking box set. We got the Casa Nostra Franco Nero 3-film box set coming out from Radiance Films for $49.99. I did an unboxing of that in a video. Really cool looking box set. $49.99 is not a bad price at all. We got Impulse coming out from Grindhouse Releasing. You have to get on their website to order it though for $44.95. We got Babylon 5 The Road Home coming out from Warner Brothers on 4K for $27.96 and getting a Blu-ray edition for $22.96. We also got Hotel Transylvania Transformania Blu-ray coming out from Sony for $27.99. Is that the one that was on streaming? I think I watched that like 2 years ago. Is that just coming out on Blu-ray? Primetime Panic is coming out. 3-movie set coming out from Fun City Editions for $48.35. We also have Nefarious coming out on Blu-ray from Mill Creek for $13.99. We got Dim Sum, A Little Bit of Heart coming out from Criterion for $27.99. We got The Wrath of Becky coming out from RLJE for no price listed on Amazon right now, which I find weird. Maybe they delayed it or something, I'm not sure, but it is supposed to be coming out this week. We also have The Machine from Sony coming out for $22.96. We got Instinct to Kill coming out from Dark Force Entertainment for $17.99. We got Holy Spider coming out from Utopia Distribution for $17.99. We got Ghostwatch 101 Films Standard Release, re-release coming out from $19.99. And that's a re-release of the box set that they did, I think, late last year. So if you didn't get that box set, you can get the standard edition re-release now. We also got August Underground coming out from Unearthed Films for $26.98. And we got 4 new Kino Lorber releases coming out this week, guys. Is Paris Burning for $19.99. The Audie Murphy 3-film collection coming out for $30.99. The Day and Hour coming out for $17.99. And a 2-film classic set. Both these movies are from the 1910s, I think. The Doll and I Don't Want to Be a Man coming out from Kino Classics for $19.99. We also have Broken Mirrors coming out from Cult Epics for $22.99. We have Wrong Reasons coming out from MVD Visual for $17.99. We have From Black coming out from RLJE Films for $14.99. We have Kill Shot coming out from Wellgo USA for $15.99. We have Confidential Informant coming out from Lionsgate for $17.99. We have The Lincoln Lawyer Season 1 coming out from Lionsgate for $24.99. We have Eyes of Dread coming out from Rising Sun Media for $24.99. And lastly, guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready for Ouija Shark 2 coming out on Blu-ray from Wild Eye Releasing for $17.99. And with that, guys, we are done with today's Physical Media Report. I appreciate you guys watching so much this edition. A lot of stuff to cover in today's video. It's exhausting. I am exhausted right now, guys, but I appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media as well. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.